So we were at Value Village today and we got Roscoe a harness. $3.99. I couldn't go. Why are you crying? You don't like it? Woods Farm here. Just going to do another installment of Value Village finds. This stuff's from 2 trips into Ottawa. And usually when I go into Ottawa, I go to at least 2 Value Villages. So I didn't get all this stuff at the same place at the same time, I'll be honest. But that's part of the trick to finding good stuff at Value Village. You need to, go there pretty frequently. There's people that go there every day and they get all the good stuff. But you can still find good deals and some interesting items from time to time. So the first thing I got here is, I don't go through the clothing very closely, but I was just going up and down, noticing camouflage. A lot of times the camouflage is some like hokey crap from, some department store, it's not very good quality, but I seen this. The fabric kind of jumped out at me, and then I looked at it more closely. The pattern, was interesting. It looked old. So I looked at it more closely, and I noticed this tag, which is very military-like. And then I came across this tag, which was a dead giveaway. Now, I wasn't sure what era this was from, how old exactly it was. To me, it could have been from the 60s, the 70s. It might have even been from the 80s. So what I do in Value Village sometimes is you can just Google stuff right on your phone to try to get some more information. In this case, I actually had my son Google it, and he Googled the lot number and some of the details. And this is basically, this is a U.S. Vietnam era camouflage jacket, and it also has, I don't know if that's original to it, but airborne insignia. So I don't have the tag on this, I took it off, but it was $17.99, which to me was a little pricey, but considering that it was from Vietnam, that era, it was fairly old. And also on eBay, I did a quick search, and on eBay these things were going for like $40 to $50 US. So I scooped it. And I'm going to try to resell this to a collector or somebody that does Vietnam era reenacting or something like that. But if not, I'll just keep it and use it. Worst case. So on the same day, I had kind of an army surplus day. I found a pair of these Canadian Forces pattern, circa 1980s combat pants. These are what I wore when I was in the army. I was just getting out of the army when they just started to phase in the can pattern camouflage. So I'm really fond of these because I wore them. I actually like them a lot when it comes to surplus pants because they're this kind of fabric. I don't know how to explain it. It's really cool. It's not hot to wear in the summer. It's very light. It dries really fast. So I bought these for kind of wearing in the summertime for hiking and, hunting and all that kind of stuff. Just to wear around. And I think these were like $7 or $8. And as far as I can tell, these are brand new, and they were exactly my size, which was just a complete fluke. I'm not very tall, so yeah, that was a score. So some other items I picked up recently, I just glanced, this was back in kind of the hardware section, and it's hard to tell what it is, but $3.99. This is a dog harness for an extra, it's a size extra large, and for $4, I figured, what the heck, I might be able to use this with Roscoe. I'm going to see if he can like pull things. I tried it on, it fits him perfectly. So, I took a gamble. It's not something I really need, but for $4, and it paid off because it fits them. So we're going to see how that works. I seen this in the bag section. I actually got this for my wife because she travels a lot. But it's one of these kind of fold up tote bags from $10.99 Mark's Work Warehouse, and it folds up really, really small into this little pouch here, so you can kind of carry it. And if you need extra storage, if you're like shopping, or in her case going to concerts and buying merch, she can have this extra bag that she can pull out. So brand new, still has the tag on it, you know, less than half price what it originally would have been. That's $12.99. This is a fairly large and thin wool blanket. I have kind of an addiction right now to buying wool blankets, but this one was, I thought, going to be really, really good. I can use it for the medieval stuff I do, as well as World War II. I really like the color, so I have another one that's thin like this, but this color was really like bang on. So scoop that up. And last couple things, I've been looking and looking for pots for the last, you know, year. I need some kind of beat up pots to put into my cabin and my lean-to, and to kind of use for camping and World War II stuff. I was specifically looking for ones that had nails, so like this, or ones that had lids and were fairly like very basic. So yeah, and that. So I think this one I'm going to put out in my cabin. I'm going to buy one of those camping style pot handle grabbers for it, and it's got a lid. It'll be just perfect for 1 or 2 people. And I mean, that was $3.99. This, just because it was so cheap, $5. It's a 4-piece set. It doesn't have any lids, unfortunately. That would have been really good. But it's this old school style camping pot set. And this colander, I don't really need this. And the larger pot, not so much either, but I think I'm going to put this in the Great Hall and use it for cooking for when I have bigger crowds of people here, you know, maybe World War II stuff. But really I like these 2 smaller pots. Again, I might put these in the cabin. So yeah, not bad. So yeah, that's my hoard from my most recent Value Village expeditions. So like I said, you can get some pretty neat stuff at Value Village. You just gotta keep going, keep looking, you know, and it doesn't take long to run through Value Village. That's one of the benefits. I mean, you can find this kind of stuff at yard sales, you can find it at Salvation Army or Goodwill, but I find that Value Village has better stuff generally than you know, Salvation Army or Goodwill. I don't know why. It just seems there's better stuff there. And also they're slightly organized. They're organized a lot better than those other kind of thrift stores, so it's easier to just run in, look around real quick, you know, hit all the spots and get out. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I like Value Village. Sometimes you pay a little more, but you save time going in there because they're so organized. I mean, I can go in, hit all the spots I like to look at, and be out in like, you know, 10 minutes or less, you know. So anyways, this is the second Value Village video. I'm going to be doing more of these as I find more cool stuff, you know, just to show you what you can get there. You know, if these are the kind of videos you want to see, definitely like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what kind of stuff you find at Value Village, if you've got any good scores. You know, I'm not really looking for antiques, but that's another thing. You can find some old, valuable stuff there from time to time. So anyways, until next time, see you around.